Hey guys, this is White. This is my new channel. I'll be bringing you some NBA 2K12 association games. I made my association team as the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a huge Lakers fan, and I thought I could, give the franchise a lift, being that now that Lamar Odom's gone and that they tried to free up some cap space to possibly sign on Dwight Howard or Chris Paul. I thought since it didn't look like it was going to be a championship round season for the Lakers this year, I thought I'd give it a shot best I could. And you know, if if I mess it up, I'm wouldn't be doing that much worse than the actual Lakers this year. I made some trades starting off right away. I traded Matt Barnes, who would have just been unhappy, sitting behind Ron Artest. Meta World Peace, and also, I traded Jason Capono. He wasn't really, he was just the worst player on my team, and I figured I'd try and get rid of him for some draft picks. And so I ended up trading them for Iman Charpent, and a new rookie point guard from New York, as well as something Balkman. His name's Balkman. He's a small forward that I picked up from New York as well. And so yeah, I also picked up a point guard from the free agency, Stevenson. So I think this game with the Thunder is going to be a real test of how I am defending point guards. I've really struggled with defending point guards for a majority of my NBA my NBA 2K career. I've point guards has just always been my struggle. They tend to beat me driving to the hoop a lot. So Bynum right here getting the first 2 points. He made a big difference this game. Kobe also, doing a couple things. Kobe's release is a little weird, and so I wasn't able to, really do the things I wanted with him. But you see there Russell Westbrook just making us look silly with this great pass to Serge Ibaka for the dunk. And this game, you'll notice that I don't use Gasol as much as his stats, would expect him to be used. He's a great power forward. He really doesn't have the strength and the bulk I like to use in a power forward. I prefer more of a Carlos Boozer kind of guy. You see there, Kobe making a great save, getting it back to Gasol. Kobe had a pretty good night. He scored, I think, scored upwards of 30 points and was a great facilitator with about 7 assists or so. But he also had, I think, he ended up with like 9 turnovers. I kind of jumped the gun with a lot of passes, passing, trying to get cheesy passes where guys are driving to the hoop, but I'm passing it through 3 people. So didn't end up working too well. Kobe got kind of the blunt of that turnover stat, but Durant all night was a huge problem. He especially because I have trouble, blocking the lanes, and especially when people drive the lane. You see there that crazy pass from Nate Robinson through the legs of I think it was Andrew Bynum to uh, Kevin Durant. Just a crazy pass and up with a highlight reel. Balkman coming in with a nice little layup. They weren't gonna stop him, so he just took it to the hoop. And at the end of the first quarter, Kobe leading the team points. We're up at the end of the first quarter, but it doesn't stay that way for long. Um, Another thing I really liked about the Lakers is I love what Kobe brings to it. I think Kobe brings a lot with he's really clutch, and I really love having someone to go to. Fourth quarter, we're down, or someone just to make the defense think twice about leaving open on the perimeter, and especially when you have someone like that where they're gonna double team or they're gonna do other things like that. You like having him make the defense second guess and, giving some of your other players an opening. So, Stevenson making a huge play here with a block on Russell Westbrook. And he had the night with 4 blocks. You'll see later he throws a turnover and then goes back and gets 2 more blocks in the same play. And Russell Westbrook just making everyone look extremely silly. 3 guys are on him and he still gets a nice little twirly, twisty layup. Serge Ibaka, we had trouble a lot of the time tonight as well to closing out on people on the perimeter. Um, Whether it was just someone driving down the lane and we couldn't close out on the the defender's man who was crashing. But you see there, Kobe Bryant throwing that bad pass to Meta World Peace, and it just kind of went downhill from there. We were trailing. We had a bad second quarter, and we end up just trailing. You see Stevenson getting 2 blocks, just absolutely huge. But then we get this cheesy foul. Balkman nailing a three in the corner. He really, I think he was 4 for 4 or 4 for 5 tonight. I mean, he really had an amazing night, and if he keeps making them, I'm not gonna stop him. So I'm happy with that. Stevenson getting a nice pass to Kobe on the perimeter. Kobe just dribbling inside, making him pay for buying into that pump fake. Steve Blake is also one of those guys where I don't like him. I don't like how he looks. He's been nothing ever but a role player everywhere he went. So I really don't like players that they're just space savers. They're always gonna be a sixth man or something like that. I like my sixth man to be someone that will eventually be a starter or a star. You know what I mean? To have everyone in my team going somewhere instead of a team of a star player, a bunch of people facilitating that star player, and then a couple of rookies that may have some potential down the line. But you know what? It's only the first game. It's the beginning of the season. It could go any way. I may end up eating my words and picking up Grant Hill or someone like that. So at the end of the second quarter, Russell Westbrook's making us pay with 18 points. Kobe's keeping it alive though with 20. And so at the end of the half, our field goal percentage isn't that different, but points in the paint is already gonna be an issue. They had 30, we had 24, and you'll see as it goes on that they just kind of dominate us in the paint. You see Cephalosha there getting a crazy posterized dunk on Derek Fisher. And I love how they show all these nice highlights, and they're trying to show that the Lakers don't have their act together, but they show Meta World Peace, missing 2 like long balls, and he went 1 for 7 until the third quarter, and just really wasn't what I had hoped for when I made him my starting small forward over Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, I liked him a lot. It was just I didn't want to have that, he's a mad player at me and, his ratings go down and, my team suffers for it because I can't give him the amount of minutes he wants. So, you see there, Cephalosha also just hit. Cephalosha and Cook tonight were the 3-point champions. I mean, they nailed just about every 3-pointer they took, and those are the only shots they took. They just waited until someone I couldn't defend Westbrook, and he would drive down the lane, then he'd pass it out, and somehow Cephalosha or Cook would be over there on the perimeter, just making you pay. And Durant, taking off on the fast breaks. I think probably about half of his points tonight were off dunks. Just we aren't a big fast break team, and I really gotta, I think I'm over the course of the season, I'm gonna try and make us, a little bit better at working on defend the fast break. You see Bryant there just pulling up, making him pay for leaving him open on the perimeter. Durant, see, dribbling down the lane, dishing it off to Collison, who gets a nice little 10-footer there. Gasol making him step back, making him pay, pulling up for a nice jumper. Derek Fisher tonight, he made a lot of good plays, gave us about 7 assists. He put up a lot of good numbers. He isn't the point scorer I would like my point guard to be, but he did make a huge difference, getting the steal there, getting the ball out to Kobe, and gets a nice little layup. Um, one of the guys I'm really excited about though is Bynum. Bynum looks like, I think he's the sixth best center rating wise in this game, and he should be huge. You see, he had 17 points there, and he ends the night with like 27. But you see there just Durant taking off on the breaks. Serge Ibaka also putting up 12 points, as you saw there. Kobe, taking a three, and we were just not able to hit anything in the third. Really struggling as the other team scores 39 points in the third quarter alone, and we only get 23. So Bynum there with nice little up and under layup to finish off the third, hitting at the buzzer. But just a huge quarter for the Thunder. I mean, they really managed to pass the ball around well. Serge Ibaka was big. Kendrick Perkins had about 10 points or so. Um, Kevin Durant, had 31. He really didn't make that much more of a difference. I think he ended up the game with about 31 points. But also uh, Westbrook ended the night with about 37. No, not 37, 27. Sorry. But Bynum, I loved going to this game. I really wasn't able to dribble down the lane with him very well, but I really did love. He was the big man I loved using, and you see there Durant just jumping over our guys, going for the dunk. Derek Fisher trying to get the nice little layup and just gets packed. And you see there with Meta World Peace with a pass into Bynum. Bynum will go with a nice little foul there. He didn't get the shot, but he made every single three throw shot with him tonight. His three throw motion was very easy to control, very easy to get the three throws. So he made him and Kobe, I think, had like each had at least 5 to 7 points based on three throws alone. So I mean, they drew a lot of fouls and they got a lot of nice easy um, strike points. So see there Stevenson trying to make things happen. Derek Collison making him pay for trying to double team on someone driving down the lane. Paul Gasol, letting things settle, then going up with it. See there, Stevenson gets it back. It's a nice little beat into Bynum. Bynum gets the dunk, just a standing dunk practically. Hardly even jumped. You see there, Meta World Peace on the perimeter, getting a three, finally getting us some points on the board. We're trying to get back. We're still down by 23 points. Stevenson making them pay for leaving him open on the perimeter. We're still down by 21 points with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Derek Fisher going for the three. Paul Gasol getting the rebound, takes it back up. Jackson goes in there, gets this crazy little I don't even know what that was. He managed to get it up over our big men. And Derek Fisher dishes one off to Bynum right here. And Bynum does a change of hand in air for a nice layup. Getting knocked down in the process, still taking it up strong. You see there, Jackson takes it in, surrounded by three guys in the air, throws it out there to Daquan Cook, who nails the three even though he's not open. It was just a crazy game. A lot of great passing from the Thunder. They managed to dish out a lot of balls while they were driving, and it made you know, me going out on the shooters it was just pitiful. So that concluded the game. Kevin Durant getting 36 points. He was everything in his highlight reel was a slam dunk. 2 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 steal. He definitely was the player of the game. 27 points for Andrew Bynum, 15 points for Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol ended the night with a double double. I did a good job of spreading the ball around. I didn't like Murphy. Murphy wasn't that great of a player tonight. I would have hoped in 2K11, I think it was, I actually was able to hit a couple threes with him. So 2K12, I tried one, didn't make it. So I'm not sure exactly where I need to fall with him. Had a lot of great assists tonight. Kobe was 7, Derek was 7, Stevenson with 5, Charmand with 5, Stevenson with 4 blocks, but Kobe killing us with 9 turnovers. So yep, that's it for the game tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this my first commentary ever.